In this lesson, we will learn about simultaneous solution of polar graphs, which means the intersection between two different graphs. So the first example is going to be r equals 4 cosine theta and r equals 3 secant theta. Now, before we do it algebraically, let's sketch those two graphs to see how it's going to look like. So r equals 4 cosine theta, that's going to be a rose curve with one petal, since B is 1. A is 4, so that's the length of the petal. And it's going to look something like this. So since it's cosine, so that means it's going to be on the x-axis and on the positive side of the x-axis. Now, if we take the other equation, which is r equals 3 secant theta, now that's an equation of a vertical line going through 3. And those two graphs intersect in two distinct points, and that's what I need to find. I need to find the r and the theta value. So to solve and find those two angles algebraically, I can simply set the two equations equal to each other. So this is a trig equation, so I need to end up with one trig function so I can actually solve this. So instead of secant, I can write cosine theta. So 1 over cosine theta, so it's going to be 3 over cosine theta. Now multiply by cosine theta, so you'll get 4 cosine squared theta equals 3. Then divide by 4. Then square root, so you'll get cosine theta is equal to plus or minus square root of 3 over 2. And this is going to be the pi over 6 family. So theta can either be pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, and 11 pi over 6. But I can see that I have only 2 points of intersection. So 2 of those are repetition because pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6 are opposite, diagonally opposite. So these are the same solution. So if one of them, for example, is r pi over 6, the other will be negative r 7 pi over 6. Same thing with 5 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. These are diagonally opposite. So in order to find r, I just simply plug it in. So r equals 4 cosine. So let's plug pi over 6 in. That will give me 4 root 3 over 2. So that's going to give me 2 root 3. So the first solution is going to be 2 root 3 pi over 6. Or I can write that, so if the pi over 6 is over here and that's 2 root 3, then the other one is going to be negative 2 root 3, 7 pi over 6. So you can write either one of those. Now to get the 5 pi over 6, you can also plug it in. So cosine of 5 pi over 6 is going to be negative root 3 over 2 times 4. That's going to give me negative 2 root 3. And the angle is 5 pi over 6. Or you can write it as 2 root 3, 11 pi over 6. So these are the two solutions, or a combination of those two. So you have to say this and this, or you can write, instead of the pi over 6, you can write the 7 pi over 6. Instead of the 5 pi over 6, you can write the 11 pi over 6. So then these two are just repetition. So this is how you solve algebraically. Now let's move on to number 2. Write down the example and try it on your own. And it's going to be r equals 5 cosine theta and r equals negative 5 sine theta. Go ahead, sketch those two graphs and find the intersection points, both graphically and algebraically. Okay, let's sketch the first one, 5 cosine theta. That is, again, a petal. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in length. That's a terrible petal. Okay, so let's say that's the first one. And the other one is going to be a petal as well, but going down on the y-axis, since there's sine. So this is the first point of intersection, and that's the second. So I expect 2 points of intersection. So let's go ahead and set them equal to each other and see how I can solve this algebraically. First of all, I'm going to divide by negative to get rid of the negative 5 to get rid of that. So I get negative cosine theta equals sine theta. Then I can divide by cosine because I understand the tangent more than the cotangent. So if you divide by cosine, you will get that tangent theta is equal to -1. So I'm more familiar with the tangent. Now, definitely you can divide by sine, then you will get cotangent theta equals -1, same idea. So when is the tangent negative? So remember, all student take calculus, so it's going to be negative either here or here. It's going to be -1, so that's going to give you either negative, no, we don't take the negative, so it's going to be 3 pi over 4 or 7 pi over 4. Again, these two are diagonally opposite to each other, so we only take one of them. The other one is like a repetition. To find the r, you just simply plug it in. So 5 cosine 3 pi over 4, that's going to give you 5 root 2 over 2. So that's going to be your r, and the angle is going to be 3 pi over 4, or that's going to be negative 5 root 2 over 2. Cosine of 3 pi over 4, so the cosine in here is going to be negative. So that's going to be negative 5 root 2 over 2, 3 pi over 4. And if you plug in the other one, so the other one is going to be a positive. So that's going to be, or you can write 5 root 2 over 2 and 7 pi over 4. So you can write either one of them, not both of them. So one of those is a solution. So where is the other solution? And that's called the phantom point, because when you solve algebraically, you will not get that solution. But you need to keep in mind that the rose gold always start from the 0, so definitely 0, 0 is going to be a solution. So these are my two solutions. Okay, now let's move on to number 3. And again, pause the video and try it on your own. And number 3 is going to be r equals cosine 2 theta and r equals sine theta. Now try it both algebraically and graphically. Okay, let's start by sketching the cosine 2 theta. So that's going to be a rose graph as well. So this is 2, it's even, so that means I am going to have 4 petals, and 1 is the length of the petal. Since it's cosine, it means you're starting from the x-axis. So then I'm going to have 1 over here, and it's 4, so then the other one's going to be at the 90, and the third one is going to be over here, and the fourth is going to be over here. Or you can think about it as, for you to find the interval between those two, you do 360 divided by the number of petals, so 360 divided by 4 is 90, so that means that the interval between the two petals is 90 degrees. Now, let's sketch the other one, sine theta. So that means it's going to start from 0, 0. It's going to be a rose curve with only one petal over the x-axis, the positive side. So that's going to be also of a length 1. So that's going to be my second graph. So by looking at this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 points of intersection. One of them is the phantom point. That's the 0, 0. Okay, so let's find the other 3. Now, cosine 2 theta, what can that be written as? So let me first of all set them equal to each other and decide what do I need to substitute for cosine 2 theta. So cosine 2 theta can be written as 2 cosine squared theta minus 1, which will not help me here because then I will have two different trig functions. Or I can write cosine 2 theta as cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. Again, that will not help me. Or I can write it as 1 minus 2 sine squared theta equals sine theta. Now that will work. Now if I move everything to one side of the equation, and then I can see that this is like a quadratic equation that I can factor. So two things that multiply to give me 2 sine squared theta is 2 sine theta and sine theta. And two things that multiply to give me -1 is going to be -1 and 1. Now that, if you cross multiply, will add up to give me sine theta. So that's going to be my first equation, and that's my second. So 2 sine theta minus 1 and sine theta plus 1. So the first one will give me sine theta equals -half, or half, and sine theta equals -1. Now sine theta equals -1 when theta equals 3 pi over 2. And sine theta is equal to half when theta equals to pi over 6 or 5 pi over 6. And pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6 are over here, so they are not diagonally opposite, so I can take both of them. Now, for me to find what the r value is going to be, I can plug it in. So r equals cosine, or let me take the other one, sine theta, sine of pi over 6, that's going to give me half. So the first point is going to be half pi over 6. And if you plug in r equals sine 5 pi over 6, so that's going to give me also half 5 pi over 6. Now if you plug in 3 pi over 2, that's going to give you -1. So -1, 3 pi over 2, and then the phantom point, which is 0, 0. So there you go. These are your 4 points of intersection. Now for more practice, work on your simultaneous solution worksheet.